You're irreplaceable. So go ahead and get gone.
You killed that, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta do it sometimes.
We on.
Yeah. We're on, Daniel says. We on.
Exactly.
Now, my eye is a little red. I scratched my cornea.
You know, I wasn't going to say anything to you last week, but I thought that maybe just out of a fit of anger, you may have popped a blood vessel. That is not what happened.
Now, my eye was extremely red and it hurt, right? I know I scratched my cornea because I remember rubbing my eye and then all of a sudden just feeling extreme pain one night. But then the pain subsided, and then one day my lady was like, "What's wrong with your eye? It looked crazy. It's bloodshot." And I was like, "I don't know, it feels fine." And then it just started hurting one day. And it was red, so I put some, eye drops in it. Mm-hmm. And then I looked up how to heal a scratched cornea, and it said, "Don't put eye drops in your eye." I damn near wasted a whole thing of eye drops.
You almost put the whole bottle in there?
Man, come on.
Oh.
I was lubricating it, thinking it was feeling better. And then I felt like my eye was about to fall out.
Oh no!
But I'm okay now that I've just been, I'm wearing sunglasses and blinking a lot.
Oh,
doing a lot of blinking.
I
put some CBD oil
in your eye.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say
some CBD, THC. What is it? It's a topical, right? I put the topical, right here on my cheekbone, right?
Okay.
I rubbed the topical on my cheekbone, and it proceeded to make my eye tear up a whole lot, and just get the tears flowing down.
Oh, okay, that's smart. Okay,
and that was making it feel extremely good. But it's infused with THC, so it's a one of one. So it's half THC. So made your boy fall asleep.
What? Did your cheek fall asleep too? Was your cheek kind of like drooping a little bit?
No,
like
I just my whole brain just said, "Go to sleep now." And I was just out. I woke up this morning feeling great.
Oh, nice. Okay,
ready to
all
do
right.
a show. Me and you this week we got together and got your garden together. You growing food now?
Oh, I got the botanical setup back there, man.
Got the botanical setup. You got your fruits. You got your fruits and your veggies and your herbs going back there.
I myself am nothing more than a plant Padawan at this moment. I'm learning from the Jedi. I'm
no Jedi. I've just recently, during quarantine, started growing food on my balcony of my apartment, and it's doing great. I got tomatoes and cucumbers and jalapenos and all types of peppers and sunflowers growing.
Your garden is popping. In fact, I believe that you might have a murderous cucumber.
These things called tendrils that I just learned about, that they grow out these tentacle things, and they're actually reaching for the sun. They clench on things so they can get leverage to get higher to the sun.
They're trying to, get some sunshine.
That's what it's doing. It's not trying to kill my sunflower. It's actually just trying to grab onto the bamboo stick to try to get higher up.
Oh,
and
okay.
And the whole point of me even bringing this up is that me and my lady are planning to do things. We're growing a bunch of flowers, and we're planning on doing something special when the flowers are done blooming, to make us feel better, to maybe help out humanity and do some things. And that's just what we're doing. And I'm also, myself working on the merch for the show, and merch that I'm just doing personally. Mm-hmm. Coming up with some ideas for some shows, for some musical shows that we're gonna put together, and that's my thing, right? All about growing, continuing to be born, come up with new ideas. Because if you're not being born, you're dying, right? So we try to come up with new ideas. We try to further ourselves for our mental health and well-being. We don't spend too much time criticizing other people who are doing.
Right.
We're too busy doing. Mm-hmm. Right? And I'm just starting to notice that there's a lot of people online that like to criticize people who are just doing. I mean, regardless of what you like what they're doing something. Mm-hmm. And while they're doing something, you're online complaining that they're doing something and talk about if you don't like this and that, unfollow me and all of this. People be doing the craziest stuff on the web, man. Oh, if you don't like what I say, unfollow me. You unfollow this person. If you following these people, unfollow me. It's like, shut up. Go do something.
Yeah.
Just go do something that makes you feel good. That helps out whatever cause that you think your morals are standing up for. Think of something that you can do to help that cause.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something that I'm going to do, that me and my lady are doing, that we're not even thinking of it. We're going to do it. Mm-hmm. We're currently doing it. Mm-hmm. But guess what? We're going to do it anonymously under a totally different name. Mm-hmm. And nobody's going to know it's us. We're not going to go around with cameras.
Right.
We're not going to tweet about it. We're going to be completely anonymous. Mm-hmm. And we're going to do good deeds. And, I mean, you guys will see them, but you won't know it's us unless you know it's us.
Right.
We're not looking to be up here morally to anybody. And that's
right.
what I feel like people are doing when they wake up every day and they want to be offended about something and they want to start problems.
Like, what are you actually doing right now? What are you up to? Are you
Yeah,
working on something? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? Like,
what's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on? Are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you doing anything?
You know what I mean?
Like, I like that people are calling out racist people. Mm-hmm. So I like when I like when people I like when somebody says something racist online. Mm-hmm. And then the people will see that they said this horrible thing, mm-hmm. and then that they'll go find out what that person's job is, and then all of that. Like, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that energy. But that's actual energy that you're putting in to do something, to eradicate something. Like,
yeah,
that's a real thing that you did.
Yeah.
But but constantly attacking people. Or finding articles. What I've been seeing lately, and this always happens around. This happened last election time too. Mm-hmm. With this race thing. Mm-hmm. People will find articles of something inflammatory that happened, mm-hmm. Racially, and they'll post it, right? And most people will react off the headline. Instead, if you click the article, it'll be like, yeah, 2007.
Yeah. You know what a good example of that is back when Tulsi Gabbard was prominent, mm-hmm. and people were
Tulsi Gabbard, who should be the next president, by the way.
Mm-hmm. So Tulsi Gabbard had some very inflammatory things she said about the gay community.
Okay. Who doesn't have something that they said at one point?
Right. And when I saw it, you got put out to the wolves, right? Mm-hmm. And
Democrats did that to her, by the way.
Yeah, but what you didn't see though is within the time frame, you didn't see that Tulsi Gabbard actually come out again shortly after and said, I was very wrong about this, and my family, like, I've had to have some heavy discussions with them, but I don't hold those beliefs anymore. And then she's actually being active towards, positivity towards the gay community. Mm-hmm. They didn't screenshot that stuff.
No, they never will. They never will. It's just like Kanye West, right? Mm-hmm. It's like Kanye West. It's like, okay, Kanye West, George Bush doesn't like black people, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, he was a big hero for that. And then, then he's done tons of charitable things. He even campaigned for Barack Obama, who later ended up calling him a jackass after he wanted to jump on the Taylor Swift train,
Right.
And they caught Barack Obama on a hot mic calling Kanye a jackass, right? Kanye's done things, tons of charitable things, do things like what was the man's name? Sorry, man. Alton Sterling, the man that was shot for selling CDs.
Yeah.
Alton Sterling, Kanye and Kim took Alton Sterling's son out on the Sweet 16 shopping spree. Right? Kim Kardashian and Kanye West on a journey to help with police reform and get people out of jail, and have gotten people out of jail.
Yeah.
Gotten President Trump to open his ears to police reform. He went on and then he had a mental break, a clear mental break, and said some stuff about slavery, and about slavery was a choice, which is not what he said, but that's how people took it, and I understand. And, and then it went on to do other things like give George Floyd's family $2 million for the daughter's college.
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah, set that up. And then, comes out with a powerful song. I thought was a powerful song and video. And then says he wants to run for president, which, I'm not voting for him for president, but,
No.
He has the right to run for president if he wants to run for president.
Yes.
Then you got these people attacking Kanye West.
Yeah.
Talk about he's an idiot and he's a joke. What have you done?
Yeah, what have you done? He's
an idiot and a joke. I want to be an idiot and a joke if that's what that is.
Remember when
somebody have a mental break? Everybody swears that they care about people's mental health and all of this, but you want to call this man an idiot and a joke because you've seen him have mental breaks in public.
Yeah.
Come on with these people. Hateful people.
Hateful people. Remember when everyone was trying to cancel LeBron James for him being silent on the Hong Kong protests?
Yep.
And against the Chinese government and everything? Like, do you realize that LeBron James just started a school for youth?
He's done a lot.
He's done an incredible amount for people.
A lot.
And you want to pick this one thing to cancel him. So, you know what? To encompass what we're talking about now, I think we're talking about the negatives of cancel culture, really.
People, I think, yeah, and it's like the thing, it's like people deleting people off of their Instagram and off of their Facebook. Sometimes this stuff is necessary to delete someone.
For sure, yeah.
But to delete someone just because they don't think just like you is a little dangerous, because then I start to see people with these posts that are like, that all these people are liking, like, oh, it's your echo chamber. All these people talking to you, all these people telling you you're right when you're really not that right. Yeah. I mean, you have a point, but really, like, you're in this echo chamber of only talking to people who agree with you.
Yeah.
And that's to me, that's just a whack society.
See,
you don't come up with good ideas that way.
Last week we talked about a person that I had initially many weeks ago gotten in a Facebook argument with.
Yeah.
And then last week we talked about we're actually still liking each other's posts, and it's fine. It's not no toxic stuff or anything like that. And every once in a while, I'll see something that I don't agree with on her page.
I just won't like it and keep scrolling.
But you know what? Yeah, for my mom's wedding that just happened, she left a beautiful comment for that. And it was, I'm so glad that I didn't, just write all these people off, because
you can't do that. It's a common ground, and it's always it's always a way to change that person's mind.
Yeah.
And I do it a lot. Like I've been camping with the dude with a hat on that said Trump 2020, fuck it, ain't nobody else.
Right.
And I damn near kicked it with him the whole day. And we just talking about music and shit, know.
Yeah.
And it wasn't nothing. And I know he felt weird about his hat because I could tell his body language towards me. So I was just in his face the whole time, you know. And but I wasn't grilling him about his hat. You know, we didn't even talk about politics. We was just talking about life. Our kids was playing together.
Yeah.
You know, people don't understand, man. This is a very short time. You know, the president is the president of the United States for 8 years at most. Right? We're looking at with this president. With this president, we're looking at maybe like 5 months. Right? So
to be fair, if it is 8 years, that is a long time.
Well, it'd be 4 more years.
That's a long time.
It is a long time, but how long is your life though? Right?
Fair,
how long,
but
how long
I mean,
how long are you going to spend? Right? How long are you going to spend angry every morning about things that within your household and around you could change?
Yes. True.
You can change. So you shouldn't let the outside forces, you know what I'm saying? Especially like with this president. It's like he's in such a predicament right now where it's like he's probably not going to win.
He's probably not going to win. No. But two things. Number one, I've seen negative polls against him before. That was 4 years ago.
I'm in a very positive place right now. If you can't tell, drink water.
Okay, yeah.
But keep going.
I don't know, man. To be honest with you, like, you know, for 4 years, seems like a decade. Like
the polls have been bad, and they were bad before, right? But they were never this bad.
They are atrocious now.
They were never this bad.
I just can't.
Like right now, it's not even close. So at the worst case scenario, it'll be close. Right now, it's not even close. Like he taking Republican. Like it's Republicans that's voting for Joe Biden now.
Damn, you are right about that though.
And I never seen.
You are right about that though.
So if Donald Trump overcomes this. Y'all better just leave it alone and do your thing and make your money, right? And make your money. With Marshawn Lynch say, get your chicken, right?
They don't be taking care of their chicken right. You feel me?
And do your thing, right? Do your thing. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you feel fulfilled. And feels good, and that can maybe radiate into the world, right? Yeah. And you can be that shining light that you dream about, and that you wake up and say, "Oh, we need this. Oh, look at what you did here. 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 Look at this happen. Look, it's something like that every single day, right? Just think about. Remember when we first started doing the show?
Sure. Yeah.
And I would just send you stories, and people would wonder why we get all them crazy stories from. This shit happened every single day or something.
Yeah. Every day. Yeah, and we had to pick and choose what to talk about. It was so many stories.
And it's still overwhelming. It was a shooting in Utah last night.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like... You can pick so many things to be angry and sad about all the time, but why?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, okay, like George Floyd, it's like, let's get out. Breonna Taylor, let's get out. And they need to arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor.
They're still free. They're still free right now. Those cops are still out there.
Went in there unannounced to the wrong house. Arrested her boyfriend, let him out, thank God. But...
yeah.
Because he shot at them.
Yep. Bro, no knock warrant, just busted in there and murdered. Murdered her.
Well, you know, that was unfortunate.
And people want to make all these memes about Will Smith rather than talk about Breonna Taylor.
Don't make no sense. I ain't gonna put Will out there. He's my hero.
I'm not either. This whole situation.
Will Smith is my hero, man. I've never been a fan of Jada Pinkett though.
She's pretty whack right now, bro.
I can say that, and you can go through years of me doing this podcast, and whenever I speak of her, it's never in a glowing light.
No.
I'm not a fan. Never have been.
Will Smith is a good example of never tearing down another person's shine or celebrities. He's all about his own, creating his own positivity.
You don't have to talk about anybody. You don't have to, you know what I mean? Or mention them by name. Or try to attack somebody. You never look good trying to make somebody else look bad.
Right. So what I would say is that during this quarantine, I think everybody should be, like revitalizing themselves and like reevaluating your wants and aspirations and goals and everything. So instead of trying to cast all these shadows on all these different people's lights, why don't you create a light of your own?
Create a light of your own, man. I couldn't have said it better myself, man. It's getting a little ridiculous. Just be great. I try to tell people that I need to holler at my man Percy Jones. We need to get Percy Jones on the show. My man Percy Jones. We need to get him on the show. I've been talking to Percy Jones. He ain't feeling Kanye, but I understand. I understand people not feeling Kanye, right? I get it, right? I get it. But we can't excuse mental health, like, and say all we really need to be about mental health.
Yeah.
But then you hate a person based on everything they did when they had a breakdown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just like, oh, I hate him. Like, oh, because he was just a mental health advocate. What's going on? It's like he's brilliant.
Yeah.
But my thing about what Kanye, it's like that's like what the thing I don't get about like the crazy hate for him is that never, and since Kanye's been out since 2004. Mm-hmm. Never have I ever heard Kanye West say anything bad about a single person. Can somebody play a Kanye diss track?
I guess not.
Even when he spoke on Chris Humphries, he didn't really speak bad about him. He just said he lucky he didn't have Jay dropping from the team. That's the only thing. But that's the only bad thing I asked, because I was thinking about it, because I'm like, man, why do people hate this man? Like, okay, he's at the slave for shit, but he was having a mental break, and he did the Taylor Swift thing, but he was also having a mental break, and then it's like, okay, he never said anything bad about anybody. Mm-hmm. He basically tells people to dream and go for your dreams, and don't let nobody tell you can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the words of 50 Cent, there's no sympathy for winners.
Well, most of us have actually gone through something. Most people won't go through life without having scars. Let's just remember that.
Yeah. Lord knows I've had mine.
Mine too, and a lot of people that do hate on Kanye, even like especially during when he was going through that mental break. I would think that if somebody had a camera on these people that went through when they're going through their little thing, I bet they would look terrible, and they would hate to have a snapshot of them.
Yeah, that man not only has bipolar, his mom died and he didn't take a day off work.
Yeah.
This man said he want to be president. You know what they say? They say, oh, he's just trying to get votes for Trump, or a vote for Kanye is a vote for Trump. Like, and people were telling me,
but they're opposing candidates.
Right. But they're saying that it takes votes away from somebody that would have voted for Joe Biden, right?
Okay.
So the thing is people were telling me this when I was saying, oh, I actually like Ron Paul, or I like Gary Johnson, right?
Yeah.
When I was saying I was going to vote for Gary Johnson or vote third party, people were telling me I'm throwing my vote away, right? They would say, you're throwing your vote away, or that's a vote for Trump. Like, it's not a vote for Trump. It's a vote for Gary Johnson. It's not a vote for Trump. It's a vote for whoever, Joe Jorgensen.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, how selfish are you to tell somebody that just because they're not voting who you want them to vote for, you're throwing your vote away.
I thought the whole point was for me to vote for who I wanted to be president.
These people are so worried about voting for the winner instead of voting your conscience and what's right and your values and your morals and your ethics. They're worried about voting for the winner.
That sounds like tribalism to me.
It is tribalism.
Yeah.
It is tribalism. Same with telling these people, if you don't agree with me, or if you think this way, then you need to delete me or unfriend me. Yeah.
But where are your own values and interests if you're following the tribe?
Exactly.
Time for a break.
Drink water. My bell. We good. We good. Daniel says we good.
We are.
And we good, y'all.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. We gotta be good. It's the only way that you root out the bad is if you're good. You can't be so mean. People are just mean. It's like you can't wake up and want to be mad. Like if you do wake up and see an article, read the article.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Read the article before you share the article. Read it. Also, my friend Elvis Cottage told me a good trick. If you see a meme or a picture online, and it's not an article with the picture, it's just a picture online, you take the picture and you can view the picture and you can Google search the picture that you just saw.
Okay.
And since I've been doing this, so many people out here sharing fake pictures.
Oh!
And pictures that have been shopped.
Oh!
So you have to do your due diligence. And check and can see that Kendall Jenner posted a picture of herself. I think she was holding a Black Lives Matter sign. Mm-hmm. And she had a face mask on.
Yep.
Right? Like she was going to a protest or something. And they called her out on it because somebody had already did the search. Somebody posted it first. Somebody posted it on my feed, and then I did the search on it right away because they was trying to make fun of her, So then I searched it, and then right away I see a picture of her with no mask, just holding her arms up like this on a regular day.
Oh.
And then I posted the regular picture, and he was like, "I already know that. That's why I'm, posting." I was like, "Dang, that Google search."
Wow.
And I've seen so many inflammatory things that were like that. And then I seen one of somebody that was doing something to a lady, elderly black lady, and they were posting it they said they just saw this happening at the grocery store. And then I Google searched the picture, and it was the same picture, but it wasn't shopped, but the picture was from 2011.
Oh.
So I'm finding out these little tricks.
Okay.
To find truth in things. You can't just see a meme and be like, "Oh, look at this. Did you know this?"
Right.
Because that's not real information. That's information that's meant to get you riled up.
Wow, that picture thing is interesting. Mm-hmm. Like usually I'll see something and then I will Google search just the topic. But I didn't know how much images have an impact.
Anywhere where you can save a picture, how you press and save or whatever.
Yes.
It'll say search in Google.
Oh, okay.
That's when I say search in Google, and you'd be like, "Oh, okay," and then you'd be like, "Oh, okay." So this isn't what this person is so angry about. Didn't even happen.
Right.
Or this happened 10 years ago.
Right.
And it's somebody posting something on the meme that says, "This just happened." And it's like we're at such a time where everybody's, emotions are in everything.
Yeah.
I just want to be a calming force.
Yeah.
I want to do some good.
Well, when everything is being thrown at you in a bombardment, I think it is easy for people to get misinformed. You know, like you're just trying to right now, especially you're trying to take in all this, trying to take in all the articles and the information, the stories, the headlines, and
it's a lot of real stuff out there. It's a lot of real stuff going on. So when you put fake stuff out there, it does not help.
Right.
And the fake stuff is, I don't know who's putting that fake stuff out there.
Mm.
And you don't either. You could be sharing something. You could be sharing something from a white nationalist group. I've been learning the names of some of these groups. The Proud Boys. I learned about a group called the Proud Boys. You know how I learned about them?
How?
They was getting arrested at the rallies, impersonating protesters.
Say word.
Mm-hmm. And,
wow.
And it's funny how Antifa, they say all these things. Even me, you know, it's Antifa. Or, you know, it's Antifa's out here.
Mm-hmm.
But it ain't really no Antifa. I ain't hear no Antifa getting arrested. Most of these people getting arrested are these white nationalists.
Has there been anybody that's been posing as Antifa?
I think that's what they're doing.
Oh.
But the White House is trying to control the narrative, and I don't think it's working.
Yeah, they're controlling a narrative that says Antifa is terrorist and Black Lives Matter is a symbol of hate, and yet says nothing about the KKK or white nationalists are all right.
They never do. Well, he has to, because that's the only way he can get elected is if he rallies them.
It's his base.
Right. That's his best chance he get. But I think that's dwindling. We'll see. We'll see come November. I just hope everybody can be great in their own right.
Yeah.
And you know, you can mock that if you want. You know, if you're a spiteful person, you might mock that.
Toxic.
You know,
toxic person.
It's like, come on, guys. Let's get together. Let's come up with these ideas to further ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And to further the world. What are you doing to make yourself feel better and make the people around you feel better? It's Dirty Ern, Daniel Oda. Somebody should have told you. Peace.
Mm-hmm.